So, Sha'Carri's back. And this time she's speaking to Usain Bolt, who came on and said maybe she should train a little more, talk a little less, and then everything won't be the way it is. And for those of you who don't know, who's been living under a rock, Usain Bolt is the most accomplished male runner I've ever seen. He smoked people. He has world records. World records. He's in rarefied air when it comes to track and field and just Olympic athletes been known. He's in rarefied air. He's a known individual. He told her she should practice more and talk less, and it looks like she took offense to it. That's definitely not helping her case when it comes to how people's going to view her. But we're going to get into the bullshit. Here we go.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. You know, Black America is a very interesting place. And as much as I love it, I'm sort of glad that I'm away from it. I love African Americans to the core. They're my people. So, and I'm one of you guys. But to be honest, we have a problem with people who are hard-headed and that you can't tell them a goddamn thing. Okay? Even if you're trying to help them. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson is an example of that. And I want to talk about it in the Black community, where we live amongst, many times, African Americans community is the largest, but there are people that are very close to us. We have Jamaican Americans that associate with us from time to time. A lot of times, especially in the East Coast, Trinidadian Americans. You have our Nigerian Americans, and then other Africans from, maybe Uganda or Kenya that come into America. And many of them, believe it or not, in my opinion, they care about what's going on with our issues, because it directly can affect them too. And sometimes people that are outside of our community want to help us, and when they try to help us, we don't receive it very well.
I'm gonna cut it off right here just to interject real fast. That I know people like this. At some point in time with certain things, you have to realize it's not who a messenger is, it's the message. The message is the most important thing. It's not who's delivering it. It could be your worst enemy. But if they have a message that you need at that time, you want to actually improve you and yourself, to sit back and take it. And he's right. A lot of people aren't good at receiving critiques. They don't like criticism. Sometimes I don't like criticism. It's life. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect at all. But you learn to grow from things. You can't you can't have people around you who's going to excuse you when you do things you shouldn't do. Do not put yourself in a hole. Don't fumble the bag. Don't do those things, especially when you're in a position to change people's lives. You don't mess it up. Don't. It's hard. I know it gets hard, but don't mess it up. You made one mistake with smoking weed, and you got second chances from it. But then you go on and you lose. You lose again. And then you still tell Usain Bolt, you throw shade at him when he gives you a message. So let's get back into this video.
Sha'Carri Richardson is the person who doesn't receive it very well from any goddamn body. Okay? She doesn't receive criticism very well from her own people. Okay? And then Usain Bolt, who is a legend. I think the guy lost maybe 2 races all time. His last race he ever run, he lost that one. He still almost won it. But, Usain Bolt was very graceful in what he tried to tell Sha'Carri Richardson, especially with some of the issues that Sha'Carri had towards the Jamaican female track runners. Okay? What did Usain Bolt tell her? He said, listen, Sha'Carri Richardson talks a lot of shit, but she just can't back it up. It is better that she focuses on winning and training hard, let her results speak for herself, other than what's aforementioned. Her running her mouth and then coming in the last place. Okay? It doesn't make sense to keep running your mouth when you're not losing, when you're not winning. Okay? But then Sha'Carri Richardson, who just can't take any form of advice, she screenshotted a commenter's name or comment, right? And the commenter says this: "Date music, everybody want to give advice in the media, but none of them actually take time to speak to her outside the media. So I feel her. Stop speaking on me when you don't even speak to me." And Kari Richardson says, "Good humbling morning to y'all. I could not have said it better myself."
I kind of get where she comes from saying that, but also you're not holding back what you have to say. You're not saving up for the private. You're not having private conversations saying you're the best or telling people do they miss you. You're doing it in the public. When you do things in the public, you have to be ready for public responses and ridicule. This is not fairy tale land. Not everybody's going to agree with what you say. Not everybody agrees with what I say. Like, I mean, I get in debates all the time about my opinions and things like that. Be nice if more people saw things I see the way I see things, but everybody has different eyes. That's why this is the L.I.M.E show. Life in my eyes. It's going to be viewed different than the way you view things. So would it be nice? I mean, yeah, of course it'd be nice if somebody called you and told you personally, but personally, I don't know you as well. In the interview, it looked like he was giving somebody asked a question, he gave an answer. I'm not going to come from my interview and go find you. It's not my job. It's not.
This is an attitude that is very constitutive in Black America. And if you really want to know why I don't deal with certain people in the African American community, this is why. This mindset runs rampant in our community. And to be honest, it's not so much of the men. The men understand that there are consequences for your actions. Men, you have an easier time getting through to. Men understand it better. There are some brothers you can't work with, but men.
Sorry to say it. In America, that just seems to be like something we ran into in these last couple years. Lack of accountability for actions. And then I hate when I see somebody do something, get ridiculed, and then they run to social media to go cry about what they're doing or the way people are responding to what they're doing. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. But we've seen a lot of women celebrities go ahead and pull that card. The Lizzo card. I ain't gonna call it the Lizzo card, but it's the Lizzo card. You get mad because people ridiculing you, and you just go in there and cry, and then I guess we're not supposed to talk about what you did anymore because now your feelings are hurt. But that's not the way life works. I'm sorry.
Understand that you need discipline, that you need to follow rules. You need to put in the work to get results. Men understand that a little bit better, in my opinion. But a lot of times, women are giving an out to do whatever they want, regardless of the circumstance. This is the same problem we have with single moms in the Black community. You tell them about, hey, it's preferable that you have kids in a marriage situation. Oh, you can't tell me what to do. I can do bad all by myself. Then when the kids come home, usually with the lowest test scores, the kids are more liable to get into criminality activity.
He's saying facts. 2-parent households are huge when it comes to the differences between 2-parent households and single-parent households. It's not even close. It's not.
To be underperformed, to be undereducated, okay? To be more of a threat to society. I'm not saying all, but they're more likely to be. But then when you say that, then it's a problem.
Whew, if that's not facts. I remember I argued with 2 single mothers almost about this fact. Like I said, you could be a good parent, but you didn't make the best decision by having your children when you did. And instead of acknowledging that statement, They told me, well, I'm a good parent anyway. It don't matter. I'm like, cool, cool, cool. And I've seen how it's played out. And all I can say is, cool. I see I've been right and other people been wrong. But, go ahead.
We all know that single moms are typically more poor and their children have less opportunities. We all know that. But then when you say that, what's the attitude you get? Stop speaking on us. Stop speaking on what we do. Stop doing this. And then your kids that come up under that mindset has the same attitude, which leads me to believe, even though Sha'Carri Richardson wasn't raised by her mom, whoever raised her gave her this sense of unaccountability. And you see this in black neighborhoods today. Look at Chicago, the Sha'Carri Richardson mindset. Look at what you're seeing now in Duval, in Jacksonville. Jacksonville was never known to be so bad. It's always been rough. But now look, Jacksonville has turned into a goddamn mini Chicago with this rap scene. Okay? Look at certain parts of Memphis, Detroit, Jackson, Mississippi. All of these hubs where you have Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where it's dangerous for people to walk around at nighttime. You have these people that you can't tell them anything. Okay? No matter how underperforming they are. But what's even worse is you have people who give them a reason to be losers in some points. What Sha'Carri Richardson is. She's a loser. She's a 9th place loser. You know how I know? Because you're only good as your last game, right? The last time she got out on the track, she was in the 9th place. She was
technically last time she got out there, she was in 4th place. That's a big difference from 9th place. There's a huge difference from 9th to 4th. And ain't 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, but it's a difference.
Loser, and you're giving her reasons to be that instead of giving her reasons to be successful. We gotta start giving our people in our black community reasons to not be in last place. And for those who can't accept it, what does the Bible say? The dust hit your feet. And if I was anybody close to Sha'Carri Richardson and that was her attitude, I would leave her alone. Because I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, right now, a lot of people in our society are going to fail. And you can't help everybody. Success is not meant for everybody. Some people need this. Some people are going to lose. Some are going to fail. And it's going to be all their fault. And you know who don't feel sorry for them? Me. Okay? I'm going to tell you something.
What he's saying is kind of what I was getting in my opening monologue. Not everybody grasps what they need to grasp. And even when it's right in front of them, they still find a way to mess it up. For Sha'Carri, man, I hope she can figure it out. Because one of my friends, they a huge Sha'Carri Richardson fan. They've been rocking with her for a longer time. I mean, I don't follow track and field, but he follows track and field. So, I mean, again, I want to see black people win in every situation. It's impossible. It's impossible for all of us to win in every situation. But I want us to win in every situation. I just don't think you should be dissing Usain Bolt when it comes to, trying to throw shade at his comments. He's right, You're not winning. Sometimes you got to be quiet, humble yourself, and win. People generally like the more humble people, You put in the work, you get things done because everybody has to work. What they work at will be different. The outcomes of the work will be different. But if you keep your head down and you work, you get appreciated for things like that. At least from certain people. I mean, I like cocky people too. I love cocky people. But if you're going to be cocky, you got to win. You have to be Floyd, undefeated. You have to be Jordan. You have to be one of those guys in rarefied air. You can talk as much shit as you want. And there's nothing I can say because you beat them. You conquered. You dominated. It's your boy DJTheParkBoy, and I'm here with a special product for you. I got some Delta 8 weed from JK Distro, and I'm saying it's amazing. It's clean, smokable, and the best part is they deliver it right to your door. Because of the 2018 Farm Bill, it's now legal for them to have Delta 8 weed sent through the mail. That's right. And if you use promo code FLOSS1, you can get some clean smokable weed sent to your door direct. You have options. You go right there to jkdistro.com. You look at all the strands they have, which is a lot. You can even get you some edibles. You can get you some wine. Anything in between you can think of. And you put in promo code FLOSS1, you're going to save you 20%. So go ahead, hop on that now. Make sure it's in the description.